The movie kicks off with this king busting into a cave, rolling deep with his crew, all geared up to take down this dragon, right? They step into the dark and boom, the king's fixated on something, but before they can even blink, bam! That fire-breathing dragon wipes out the king's whole squad. Homeboy's left with no choice but to beg for mercy. Fast forward a grip of centuries. We're in another kingdom, straight struggling. People there ain't just hurting, they're dying from hunger. That's where we meet Elodie, the main chick of this flick. She's the princess holding it down in this broke-down kingdom. And then boom, she gets hit with a proposal from a prince out of a way bigger kingdom. Her pops is all smiles cause he's thinking this marriage gonna save their sorry state. LOD ain't exactly jumping for joy over this wedding gig, but she ain't about to let her peeps suffer either. So she bites the bullet and agrees to tie the knot. They dip out to the prince's hood for the big day, but on the way, they spot some dragons raising hell in the stormy seas. Talk about a wild ride. Once they hit up the prince's spot, Elodie's feeling the vibe. Warm welcome, plush rooms, the whole nine. But when she peeps a fire on a distant hill from her balcony, she knows something's up. Next morning, the queen's all like, "We cool with this wedding deal, but I got some real talk for you." So, Elodie and the prince step out for a heart-to-heart. She straight up asks him if he's getting strong-armed into this gig, and he's like, "Nah, girl, I'm feeling you." They dip to a mountain, and Elodie's spilling about that fire. Turns out, it's tied to some ancient ritual going down in a cave. Post-wedding plans, you feel? Meanwhile, Elodie's pops is sweating bullets ever since he met the queen. Her mom's trying to get the scoop, but the queen ain't giving up nothing. She just drops this ominous bomb about bad vibes. On the big day, it's wedding bells and all that jazz. Elodie's hyped to hit up that mountain, but little does she know, it's about to get real twisted. The queen drops the truth bomb about a dragon in that cave and how they've been serving up daughters as peace offerings for a century. Then it gets gnarly. The queen slices their hands, mixes their blood like it's some kind of sick cocktail, and declares them bonded for life. Next thing you know, the prince straight up tosses Elodie down a hole like yesterday's trash. Homegirl wakes up screaming, and guess who hears her? Yep, that dragon, ready to turn her scream into its next meal. And with nobody coming to save her, Elodie's gotta claw her way out solo. So, Shorty's up in this slippery spot, straight struggling to keep her grip. Cause like, the whole joint's slick as ice. And peep this. There's a crew of other girls up in there, rocking their gear like it's a runway or something. Then out of nowhere, Elodie spots flames crackling in the air. Homegirl's like, what in the actual? Cause she's seeing bugs getting toasted in them flames like some twisted BBQ. Turns out, them flames? They ain't no ordinary fire, nah. They're breathing dragon fire. Now, Elodie ain't about that dragon life, you feel me? So when this giant lizard rolls up on her like, "Yo, what's good? What's your name?" She's shook. And then it hits her with that, "You're here on a one-way ticket, cause I'm smelling royal blood, and you're on my hit list." Elodie ain't sticking around for that, so she dips. But not before catching a face full of dragon fire, burning up her leg something fierce. She wraps that wound up, hustles to this tree shooting blue light like it's straight out of a sci-fi flick. But get this, there's a gap in the way, like some obstacle course from hell. But homegirl ain't playing. She finds a way across, and inside that tree, bugs glowing like a raven there. She scoops them up, thinking, "Yo, this could light my path out of here." But life ain't easy for Elodie. Nah. Every time she takes a sip of water, bam, dragon attack. She ducks into a cave, and that dragon's taunting her, saying, "Ain't nowhere you can hide. I'll get you eventually." That cave? It's got names carved in it, girls who didn't make it out alive. So, Shorty's beat, she crashes out, only to wake up with bugs chilling on her burn, healing her up like magic. She's like, all right, bug squad, let's roll. And she keeps it moving. Finds this rock with some exit blueprint on it. Follows it like GPS, dodging danger left and right. But the real test comes when she gotta scale down this deep abyss. And guess who shows up? Mr. Dragon himself. She books it into a cave before he can roast her. 'Cause everyone knows once you're in that dragon's sights, it's game over. Then, out of nowhere, she hears her pops calling from the depths below, and that dragon pieces out like it's got better things to do. Shorty heads down, finds her pops, and bonus, scores some dragon eggshells and mad gold on the way. And that's when it hits her. The Queen story. Half-truths and straight-up lies. Wild, right? So, way back, the king rolls up on this mountain, right? And he's like, I'ma take out these dragon babies. Boom. 3 dragon cubs, gone. Now this dragon's been holding a grudge ever since. Fast forward to now, and we got the king begging for mercy from the same dragon he wronged. But nah, this dragon ain't playing nice. It's like, I wanna see you suffer, bro. Give me 3 kids from every generation, and then maybe we'll talk peace. Meanwhile, LOD's pops, he's like, nah, I ain't letting you take my girl. Dragons all. Bring her here then. Pops ain't having it, says LOD. Ain't coming, wherever the dragon is. That just ticks off the dragon so it goes and messes up LOD's dad. Homegirl screams, but her dad's like, look, I messed up, but you gotta live. Your mom and sis are waiting on the ship. So LOD bounces, dragon hot on her heels. She ditches the horse, hides under a rock, playing the ultimate game of hide and seek. Meanwhile, the queen's watching from her fancy palace, all mad and scheming, talking about fixing things. LOD's sis chilling on the ship, peeping flames on the mountain, clueless about the whole mess. But guess what? Queen swoops in, snatches her up, leaves LOD's mom hurt. 'Cause now, the queen's plan? Sacrifice LOD's sis to save her kingdom. Next day, LOD hits the ship, finds her mom hurt but holding it down. Mom's like, I'm good, go save your sis. She's about to become dragon food for the queen. Straight up drama, man. LOD drops the bomb on her mom that Pops ain't coming back. No time to waste, she jets to the mountain cave, 'cause she knows the queen's pulling some shady move with her sis up there. Meanwhile, the queen's on some dark magic vibe, cutting her hand, LOD's sis's hand, mixing their blood and tossing it in some hole like some twisted ritual. Next thing you know, boom, dragon snatches LOD's sis. LOD ain't messing around though. She grabs them glowing bugs, her dad's sword, and whatever else she needs to handle biz with that dragon. But when push comes to shove, she can't bring herself to kill it. Dragon's all like, your fam killed my kids, so I'm taking you out. But LOD's like, hold up, we've been lied to. They're the real monsters, killing innocent folks, including your babies. She drops truth bombs. Dragon shook. Things get heated. Dragon tosses LOD around, breathing fire like it's nothing. But plot twist, that fire bounces off the mountain, roasting the dragon instead. Dragon's hurt bad, but LOD ain't done. She shows the dragon how the royal fam been playing everyone, tricking girls into sacrificing themselves. Dragon's all remorseful, asking LOD to end it. But LOD ain't about vengeance. Nah, she heals the dragon's wounds with them glowing bugs. Then she rolls up on the prince and queen, spilling the truth tea. Prince is plotting to sacrifice her, but LOD ain't having it. She tells anyone who's smart to bounce, 'cause ain't nobody safe here. Queen's talking tough, but then boom, dragon swoops in, torching the whole kingdom, including the royal fam. Revenge served up hot. LOD, her sis, and mom, they out of there, heading back to their own turf. LOD's mom stoked, 'cause she knows they'll build their kingdom right. And that's a wrap, folks. LOD, the dragon, riding off into the sunset, leaving behind a kingdom in ashes and starting fresh. Crazy, right? Time to hit pause. Don't miss out on our upcoming reviews. Subscribe now and stay in the loop. Catch you later.